This video shows you how to post a story on Instagram. Now remember that Instagram and Facebook are pretty much the same platform, so whenever you post a story on Instagram, it will also appear on Facebook if you have connected your accounts together, which I recommend that you do. So what you need to do is log into your Instagram account, and then you need to go to the home screen, which is in the bottom left-hand corner. And a little hack is that you can actually swipe from left to right. So if you take your finger and swipe from left to right, it will bring up the story section of Instagram. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a graphic that I've got ready to roll, which is currently saved in my camera roll. That's where your media needs to be if you want to use it in your story. You can see it in the bottom left-hand corner. You can see the Everyday Social logo. So what I'm going to do is a story that I'm going to post on my main Instagram profile now, promoting Everyday Social. So if I click that camera roll in the bottom left hand corner, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select multiple images. So in the top right hand corner, I'm going to tap multiple. I'm going to first use that image, and then I'm going to use a video that I've created, and then I'm going to click next. Now, as per the welcome guide, you'll see that there are some really fun stickers that you can use on your story to bring it to life. So I'm going to add a couple of these stickers to the story now. So I'm going to start off by using a location tag. A location tag is basically just like checking in. It's using whatever location you're currently at, and it's important to add because it increases the visibility of your profile to that area. You can change the color of each of these stickers. So if you just tap the sticker itself, you can have a really bright colorful one, you can have a purple one, or you can have a white one. So depending on the aesthetic, I quite like the subtle white one. I'm going to mention my company, so I'm going to mention Ninki Content Marketing. Again, I'm going to tap it, and you can also adjust by pinching the stickers to adjust the sizing of it. I could also tag somebody else in this. So let's say, for example, I was doing a post about a collaboration I was doing with another business owner. I would again just click that sticker icon, which is almost like a post-it note with a smiley face, and I would then just click the mention option. Now moving on to hashtags, you can click the hashtag sticker and add whatever hashtag you want. I personally prefer to actually go to the top right hand corner where you can see that A, the big A and the small a, and I just type my hashtags up. So in this instance, I'm going to say social media content. I'm going to say content, social media marketing. I'm going to add my branded hashtags. Oops. And you can just refer to your welcome guide to find out some hashtag strategies that you can use for your business. So I'm going to include some hashtags of the types of people that I actually want this content to reach. Now there is a limit to how many that you can add. And you'll usually know when you've reached that limit because it'll stop underlining the hashtags that you've used. Now in the top left hand corner, you can see you can align the text according to how you'd like it. I quite like having it like that. And if you tap it, you can also use this bar on the side to make it really long or really sort of fat and layered. So I quite like my stories to be, in this instance, it's not fitting there. So I'm going to tap it again. I'm going to align it to that side instead. And I'm going to make it a little bit chunkier. So it's quite a fiddly thing. So it does take a little bit of time. There we go. That's a bit better. And you can also pinch to make it smaller using your fingers, and then you can bring it down like that. So I'm quite particular with my stories, so that's, you can see I line everything up. Right, what else can we add? Okay, so going back to the stickers, you can see you can add a GIF, you can add the time, you can do a poll, you can do the emoji slider, you can do a quiz. So there's lots that you can do, and I'd recommend that you try out a couple of different stickers. So just for the purpose of demonstration, I might want to ask a question. Are you ready for 2021? Or have you got your content sorted for 2021? Whatever it might be. You can add a poll, so you might say, do you have your, sorry, just going to move that down, 2021 content sorted, something like that, and then people can say yes or no. And you can also change these answers, so they don't have to be yes or no, they can be anything. I'm not going to put that in here because I'm going to keep it quite minimalist. Those are probably the main ones that we would use. My favorite sticker is actually the GIF. So you can just bring your story to life with some really fun GIFs. So in this instance, I might maybe find a cool cactus or something that I can use there. In this instance, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to just drag the sticker that I've added down to the very bottom and it'll add itself to the trash can. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add text to this. So I'm going to click the text section in the top corner, the A and the A. You can see there's different fonts that you can choose as well. And I'm going to say, sorry, this thing's really getting in the way here. 2021 calendar coming soon. Now you can change the color of it using that big color wheel in the middle, and you can also highlight it, which just makes the text stand out a little bit more. So what I usually do is I try and stick to the same color scheme, which I'd recommend that you do as well, just to keep your stories consistent and maybe using your brand colors. So I'm going to change the color of this now. I usually do this one over here. I could probably do a different one, seeing as the branding's a little bit different for this. So 2021 calendar coming soon. And I think that will be all right. Now you can see at the bottom I've added a couple more. So this is the video that I've created. So you just can watch it and check that you're happy with how it is. And that looks good to me. So what I'm going to do is in the bottom right hand corner, I'm going to tap next. We've already added me, and that's all who's working on this project. So I'll say no. And then this will come up, and all you need to do is click share and then done, and it will be added to your story. So it might take a little bit to upload, but typically doesn't take too long. And then what you can do is you can tap in the top right hand corner where you should see your story, and it then should be added to your story, and you can tap to go to the next slide and the next slide. You can also add these to your highlight folders. So in the bottom right hand corner you can see a little heart that says highlight. So if you tap that, you can add it to whatever highlight folder you feel is applicable. Highlight folders are just a way to group your stories together, so that if you wanted to have somebody go and just look at all the fun stuff you do, it's kind of all grouped, so it's nice and neat for them. I hope you have a great time doing your stories. They are actually quite fun. So if you do your very first story, or if you've used an idea from your content calendar, be sure to tag us so that we can see all the great work you're doing.